Guys, so welcome back to the Empire Collective Cup Platinum League, sponsored by SearchEngineRevs.com, and we're going to go into Game 3 between TaToH and 8th Wonder, and at the moment it's 2-0 to 8th Wonder. He's looking very, very dominant so far, and it's a little bit awkward at the moment for TaToH, because he needs to get a win. And this is 8th Wonder's home map. So 8th Wonder going to be feeling very confident on this map, I imagine. 8th Wonder going to be feeling very good about himself. And TaToH probably feeling like he's very pressured, very pushed against the ropes and needs to perform. And that could be a scary situation for someone who kind of has to pull out all the stops to get a win. Certainly the mental state of mind can cause a few problems as well. Anyway, down to the south of the map in the blue, we've got 8th Wonder, currently leading 2-0, and he's playing as the Aztecs. And up to the north of the map, we have in the red, TaToH playing as the Aztecs. So Aztec War on Arabia, and we've seen this a few times in the past. We've actually seen some great Aztec Wars on Arabia this series, this tournament so far, and so I hope this will be like no other. But I'm hoping we'll see very aggressive play. Now, people in the chat, someone asked why, Proud Paladin says, why is it always Aztec? It's because the Aztecs are the best. Now, I made a video a while back about the top 5 civs in AoE, and a lot of people seem to disagree with me that the Aztecs were the best, but there is a reason that they are chosen every single time when it comes to Arena, when it comes to Arabia, with mirror civs, because they are so strong, and they are just so awesome. So yeah, in this situation, it's going to be an Aztec war, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a poor game, because the Aztecs, although they have a pretty rigid metagame, these players in the past have shown that they're willing to kind of break the metagame a little bit and get super duper aggressive. Up to down to the south of the map, 8th Wonder has a really forward gold, so I'm expecting high aggression from him. TaToH, his map is poor because it's so open. He's got a really, it's kind of like he's got an easy wall, but it is very open for him. On the left side of the map, 8th Wonder going to try and steal this boar over here, and he's going to be, it's going to be tough because TaToH are going to try and do everything he can to stop it. TaToH even bringing a villager over now in the hope that he can stop this boar from being stolen, but it's too late to call a restart. It's 5 minutes and 20 seconds in, and if 8th Wonder gets this boar, then he is basically in a fantastic position to win this game so far. The boar though, oh, it's going to be there's a lot of micro going on here. 8th Wonder's got to make sure he doesn't get too far away that the boar stops, and it did stop. So TaToH's going to go ahead and steal that boar right back. And that is, of course, his own boar, so he's not really stealing it, but he's going to use his Aztec to steal, or to grab it even. And 8th Wonder going to try and do the same by laming it and stopping that eagle from managing to take it all the way. Both having a little bit of a pot shot at each other there. 8th Wonder trying to get some jabs to the ribs with his little spear, and hoping that that boar will be able to kill TaToH. Maybe he'll micro to stop the boar getting too close. But it looks like at this stage, TaToH should have the boar in. The best chance for 8th Wonder now is to stop the boar by blocking it the same way that TaToH did. And looks like TaToH's going to be okay, just so barely getting that boar in, but he managed to pull it off, and it was tough, to say the least. It was very tough. The strength of the Aztecs is, first of all, their drush. 5 militia drush is potent. It's so strong. Their other strength, of course, is their economy. Their eco bonus is one of the best, if not the best eco bonuses in the game, thanks to, of course, their villagers being just efficient in every situation, across every resource, across the board in general. Their free loom at the start allows them to have an extra villager out. Not needing to do loom saves them a lot of time and allows them to squeeze an extra villager. So they have a sick early game, and their eco just allows them to continue ticking over through the feudal age. And then they'll do an archer flush. If they manage to wall up and do a drush fast castle, you're screwed. If they manage to do an archer flush, they'll be able to out-flush you as well. Obviously, they can be beaten. Like, it's not like, oh, if you don't go Aztecs, you're going to lose. But it's pretty standard for both players to go Aztecs. And so for that reason, the other player wants to choose Aztecs just because they want the best chance to win as possible. So yeah, Aztecs as well, insanely strong late game also. Obviously very, very hench Eagle Warriors that they can use to raid. They get Siegeologists in the late game, which is really strong as well. They get great infantry. They also get Arbalests, so although their arbs aren't like insane, they are good, and it's tough. And the thing is, like, if you were playing a civ like the Britons, I think it's unlikely that the Aztecs would even let you get to the late game in most situations. On Arena, it's a bit different, but in this situation, it's a little different. In Arabia, did I say in Arena it's different? On Arabia, it's more aggressive, so the Aztecs can get away with even more, which makes them very strong. You can still play them in AOF, obviously. They have been nerfed a little bit, but oh goodness me, militia there, the Drush getting into this forage line, and as a result, TaToH couldn't get his villagers out, so he had to go and delete that mill, which is really costly. That's 100 wood that's basically just being thrown away. TaToH now, he's done a fast feudal, and he's gone for, well, he looks like he's going for man-at-arms, but he doesn't have the gold for it. No, he does have the gold for it. They're already moving out. That would explain it. 3 man-at-arms moving across the map to try and hit this gold on the front, whilst at the same time, he moves into skirms at the back, struggling to take gold right now, since it's too exposed for the time being. TaToH then going to try and get some vills, but very quickly walled up by 8th Wonder, and the downside to men-at-arms, of course, is their slow movement. Yeah, which is going to cause them to be very poor at raiding. But if you can catch your opponent off guard, these guys will do a lot of damage very quickly and cause a lot of troubles. And of course, TaToH here rebuilding his mills. That's 100 wood down the drain already. Yeah, the African expansion is coming out for the Age of Empires 2 HD. It's going to be an expansion that will add on to AOF. I think you can play them both. Yeah, you can play them both together. I don't know if you can play one or the other. I assume you can. But the African expansion, yeah, that's coming out, I think, towards the end of the year. And it looks awesome. It looks really cool. I'm excited to see what they add with that. So yeah, on the left side, TaToH here with his man-at-arms, pushing 8th Wonder away from his berries. But 8th Wonder is in a very solid position. He's doing man-at-arms as well, and bringing these militia back just to clean up the man-at-arms in his economy. Now, right now, TaToH has the... TaToH has got the advantage in score, but whether or not he's got the advantage overall, I'm not sure. He's 1 villager behind. They're both on 7 military. So, he did manage to get that ball, remember, so it's not the end of the world for him. At the moment, TaToH getting aggressive, and I feel like that's what TaToH has to do here. I think TaToH has to play very aggressively if he wants to be able to win this, but 8th Wonder is keeping on making man-at-arms. He's actually made another 3, unless he's lost some overall, which I think he's lost 2 units so far, so he's lost 1 scout and 1 man-at-arms, I think. So he is clearly then going to add... Well, he has added 1 more. Whether or not he'll keep adding them, I don't know. It would be really cool to see that. He's going to go spring style, maybe, and just add tons of man-at-arms just because he can. Meanwhile, on the right side here, going to be getting in there. Maybe we'll find a villager. And look at this. He's kind of ignoring TaToH's army here, because these skirms, they do nothing. They do so little damage. So he's just going to try and get villagers, and he will succeed in killing 1 vill, but will then go down to the TC and these skirms. On the right side, he's going to push away this army, but TaToH with a small score lead already, and looking pretty strong as he retreats back with these guys to join it with the rest of his army. And I like the decision to go out into skirms straight away, because the skirms here will be ideal for taking down the archers of 8th Wonder, which is of course the build that 8th Wonder is going for here. But also now switching into skirms as well, because he can't afford to be hard countered like that, because that will end up going pretty poorly for him. TaToH doing fletching at the moment as well, which is really cool, and that's going to allow him, of course, to get a small advantage over 8th Wonder at the moment, who is going to be not only outnumbered in military, but also out-teched, as that fletching upgrade gives him extra range and attack. Coming in on this right side, 8th Wonder forced to build a tower in this wood line, which is really bad news, just because that's kind of going to dictate that he now has to play more aggressively this game. Otherwise, he's going to have to take stone to get a new TC, and that's less than ideal when you look at ways... Oh, he's actually got stone back here. So he's actually taking some stone now. Maybe anticipating to do some more towers then. Or maybe just taking that stone to make sure he can get his second TC when he hits castle. But for now, obviously this game is pretty locked in feudal age. These guys are going to be playing from the feudal age for a little while, because skirms, do cost food, they do cost wood, and those resources, that especially the food, is going to slow down the castle time just a little bit as well. Got such an itchy knee right now. It's really uncomfortable. I try to cast this game. I'm just itching at my knee. Like, what's going on? Why am I itching so much? It's horrible. Like, god damn it. Now the other one's going at it. It's no good. Padded Archer armor coming in for 8th Wonder and Wheelbarrow as well. And 8th Wonder in a little bit of a pinch at the moment with a second tower here on the front. But, yeah, I mean, he's not... He's not in a horrendous position. Once Padded Archer armor comes in, if he keeps this hill, he might be able to work something out. But TaToH going to try and climb this hill as well. He has got the military advantage, and 8th Wonder still feeling the heat a little bit here as he tries to micro away, and now getting the backside of the hill here, which means he's going to struggle fighting this. His best option is to just run away right now. And I love this aggression. Look at this. TaToH just streaming the units across the map right now. Awesome stuff. 8th Wonder, though, this is the thing. I think he wanted to go for a faster castle time. But the problem for him is that if he makes even, you know, one archer now, it's just useless because these skirms will just counter it so well. And TaToH with a forward villager, just, you know, getting cheeky, going to try and build a forward building perhaps. The wolves wanted a piece of him though. He was a tasty bit of meat. And TaToH there losing his village, sadly. For their villager, I suppose. He has another villager on the left side. Yep, like another villager down here. I think TaToH's losing villagers to the wolves more than he's losing villagers to 8th Wonder right now, which is a little bit of a worry, to be honest with you. He's going to go forwards with this guy. And I think he's just thinking right now to apply more and more and more pressure. I think for 8th Wonder, he's made a few more archers because he wants to counterattack at some point. It's worth noting, though, that TaToH's wheelbarrow upgrade is a lot later than 8th Wonder now. And if you have a quick look at the food that these guys have, you see 8th Wonder's nearly at 700 food. TaToH's at 500, so he's a little further away from the castle age. Not to mention the fact that, again, like I say, he's basically just only made skirmishes. So TaToH will be slower up to the castle age. Will that make enough of a difference? We'll have to wait and see. I think 8th Wonder will want to capitalize on that faster castle time as much as possible. Once he clicks up, he does just need a bit of gold though, and at the moment he's only got 3 gold collectors, so that's going to slow him down slightly here. He may as well make a few more skirms while he's got the resources for it, or maybe do some eco upgrades while he's got those resources in the bank, because he only needs the 800 food to click up. Letting it go too high is a little wasteful. He's actually taking a lot of wood as well, like lots of wood coming in for 8th Wonder now. So far just defending with towers as he clicks up to the castle age. And I'm wondering, yeah, look, there you go. He's doing horse collar and gold mining. So he's taking advantage of that additional food here to just get the techs quickly before he reaches the castle age now. I think that's the right thing to do. Castle age coming in for TaToH as well, though. And he's not that far behind. He's about 10% behind, which is really not much at all. And kind of like putting TaToH in a much stronger position because he has got a bigger military. As long as he doesn't lose too many villagers here, I think TaToH would be in league to perhaps take a win. But we'll see if TaToH can close this one out. We've seen in the past he has had trouble finishing games, even though he's had a big advantage. So 8th Wonder is by no means out of this one yet. And although he's got a faster castle time, he has got a much smaller military. He has got 3 extra villagers, however, and maybe could make something work from that. I'm just concerned because he's had to get really defensive with all these towers. That's cost him quite a bit of stone. But it almost seems like once he hits castle, he's just going to maybe go with like a siege workshop and get super aggressive. I think that would be the best thing for him to do. Like, he's actually got a lot of food, though, and a lot of gold. So if he plays on 1 TC, he could actually go for a really fast Imperial time. He could... With all of these resources, he could even go for illegals really, really quickly and just deal with these skirms by making eagles only. Which would actually, in my opinion, be a really solid choice because TaToH has nothing but skirms right now. So eagles or siege workshop, in my opinion, would be the ideal thing here, I think. But anyway, siege workshop coming up on the right side. Both of them doing crossbow, both of them doing bodkin arrow, and of course crossbow coming in now because crossbow will be better for killing villagers. But TaToH, with this many skirms, you may as well just use elite skirmisher anyway. He's done the crossbow upgrade, but he actually doesn't have any crossbows, which is quite interesting and strange. It's like, okay, I'm just going to upgrade to crossbow. I don't actually have any crossbow, but I guess we'll start making them now. He should have just done Elite Skirmisher first, I think, anyway. Because even if his opponent did do crossbow, Elite Skirm, absolutely fine to deal with that. And Elite Skirms are a lot better at actually killing villagers as well, unlike their Skirmisher counterparts. So Elite Skirmisher is coming in, which is good to see. And 8th Wonder now with a Mango coming out on the right side, looking to try and protect from this raiding, I presume. TaToH actually going on wide stance already, though, maybe anticipating that a Mangonel could be on the way. And 8th Wonder here, oh, 8th Wonder, gonna get taken down at TaToH's base. And that's looking pretty gnarly for him. He's really got very little left at the moment in terms of military. And he's hoping maybe this Mangonel will be able to help him catch up. And actually doing pretty well there, killing a bunch of skirms as they sit at the bottom of this hill. Thank you very much to Marcone747 for resubscribing 2 months in a row. Much appreciated, man. Thanks for staying a part of the Wallow Warriors. Part of the Wallow Warlords, even. My bad. You get a double dip, though, so that makes up for my little mistake there. Double dip for Marcones. Anyway, yeah, Siege Workshop on the front for TaToH here. Very, very good. And he's going to be getting very aggressive. I like this. Eagle Warriors coming out for TaToH as well. He's continuing to stream those units across the map. It's non-stop, around the clock. And 8th Wonder needs to work a little bit of Mangonel magic. It's a kind of magic to actually be able to kill these guys off. Because if he can actually get some solid Mangonel shots and trade really well against TaToH, then he actually has a chance of really pulling back. At the moment, the scores are really close together. And I think that if TaToH here blunders into these guys, it could be pretty costly for him. Regardless of the fact he's got this huge military or anything like that, it could still be pretty catastrophic. And at the moment, with 3 Mangonels out for 8th Wonder and just 1 for TaToH, it will be very difficult for TaToH to out-micro this, especially only with 1 Mangonel. It's always preferable to have even or more Mangonels when fighting. Now, wow, 8th Wonder getting the Mangonel even uphill. He managed to get that shot. And now, of course, a Mangonel going to pop out again for TaToH there. 8th Wonder going to be keeping a close eye on that. If he can trade here, if he can not loot... Oh, he's lost 1. If he can trade... Oh, yeah, he's so close. This one's here, 7 health remaining. Nearly killing his own Mangonel. Oh, Jesus. Okay, TaToH here, evening things out. He'll actually get all 3 Mangos with just 2. Well played, and my hopes and dreams there for 8th Wonder have been dashed. It's been dashed. Livto SK, yes, I do pay attention to the chat, but no one's typing my name in the chat, so I don't typically notice. If, like I said previously, if you want to send a message to me directly, or a message that you want me to read, then type ZeroEmpires in your message, so then it stands out. Otherwise, I just assume you're talking to each other, and I can't read every message, because obviously then I wouldn't be casting the game, I'd just be reading your messages out. So yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. TaToH here, a couple of really low Mangonels though, and 8th Wonder could clean them up if he actually gets a good couple of shots with his own Mango. Just stick it inside the Siege Workshop for now. Lots of towers coming up though. And for now, 8th Wonder looking like he's in a very interesting position. Now this is kind of interesting as well. 8th Wonder actually going to be up to 3 TCs before TaToH here. He's actually doing a university at the back and a 3rd TC out on the front as well. So that 3rd TC there might just give him a little bit of an eco boost that he needs. He is actually 10 villagers ahead of TaToH right now. And if he can hold on to that villager advantage, he could pull this one back. But still, TaToH does look very, very good at the moment. He should be able to start pushing in on this right side. If he takes the hill advantage, he could take down this TC as well. And 8th Wonder here could be in a bit of a pickle if that goes down. OTTs, you always get a shout out. And by me saying that, you get another one as well. So there you go. You're winning right now. Everybody is winning. Oh, man. So yes, TaToH right now, Imperial Age for him, and that's the result, I guess, of not adding the 3rd TC so soon. 8th Wonder's really close to Imp as well, though. He's certainly not too far behind. He's like 30 food away, and there you go, he's got the resources there. So he's going to also click up to Imp now. Difference is, he has a castle. And I don't know how much impact that's going to have. It's really going to protect this gold. And in fact, that castle location is awesome. That is the best castle location I've seen in a while. It protects 3 gold mines. And for the Aztecs, gold is really important because Eagle Warriors, obviously costing 50 gold each and being trained in 20 seconds, that they require 150 gold a minute for each barracks that you have. So 150 gold a minute for each barracks that you have. If you have 4 barracks, yeah, that's a lot of gold. So they have to make sure they have a lot of gold income, because they're just going to be a massive drain on their economy when they start pumping out eagles. It looks like both of them doing a very similar thing. It does seem that way. TaToH here will be slightly further ahead, but he will be doing eagles, it seems. And he started eagle production now as well. Peter McFarlane says, "You've never given me a shout out, even though I've watched you since you were a child." Well, I've only been doing YouTube since 2011, so I'm worried now. Who are you? Daddy? Is that you? Oh god, this is so weird. That is so weird. But you get your shout out anyway, and thank you very much for tuning in. Jesus Christ. But yes, castle coming up for TaToH on the hill. And it's a good job he's able to get a castle out here, because he probably needs a treb if he wants to push into this castle here on the left. In this situation, Wonder should be aiming for a treb of his own in a minute. I think he does see that castle there. So first things first, get a damn trebuchet out, and then do the elite eagle warrior upgrade as fast as possible. TaToH coming in on the right hand side, and he is going to be coming in with these units of, well, mostly skirms, a few crossbows. Quite potent though, should kill a bunch of bills still. And that mangonel is not going to be enough, 8th Wonder, not today. And there come the train of mangoes behind this to be able to take down this TC. If he takes that down, that's a big chunk of 8th Wonder's economy that's just gone. Now, yes, actually, he's looking for more resources. I think he's trying to scout the map a bit and find some gold. There is gold out on the left side, but at the moment, 8th Wonder kind of getting swamped down by the eagles. They are sort of getting a lot of kills in here, and he's done guard tower again, which is something that we saw him do in the games he played against the Viper, and it actually worked out really well. Guard tower right now, though, I think that's a good choice. Yeah, I'd say guard tower is a good choice. He's doing a lot of damage to these mangonels and keeping him as safe as his villagers as safe as they possibly could be. But he's not able to deal with the eagles very well. That's the problem. He has got bodkin arrow though, so he's got +2 attack on his buildings. But I think he's just trying to ignore these eagles at the back and try and just ignore this army as much as he can and just focus on the front here. Focus on being able to take this castle down. I really like what he's done here as well. He's got 3 trebs out and he's walled them all in. He's walled all of those trebs in so that he can keep them as safe as possible from raiding eagle warriors. I think that's a really, really good idea, and actually a very good point a very good thing that he has done. He's focus firing the castle, and once that castle is down, he's going to try and get up on that hill, I think. He has got the upgrade advantage on defense, but he hasn't got +1 attack. However, Garland Wars is done, and Garland Wars is +4 attack. So these guys are suddenly very strong. 9+4, 4+4 defense, and TaToH has 9+1 and 4+2 defense. So TaToH here will lose his trebs, sadly for TaToH, I guess. And these guys with these upgrades are going to be very strong. And TaToH in this position does not have a castle, so no Garland Wars for him. This army on the right side, like I said, he is literally just ignoring it. And it is working out fairly well. He's trying to counterattack as best as possible. And my concern here is that TaToH's just got numbers. Numbers are going to win out in the end. And TaToH knows that. He's got 70 military units as 8th Wonder sits on 40 at the moment, and he's trying to catch up as fast as possible, doing forging now as well. But 8th Wonder, a much larger economy at the moment also, and TaToH with a bunch of his army just doing nothing on this right hand side. So this is really interesting, and I think, you know, at the moment, with TaToH being housed, he's got 150 units out of 147, and 8th Wonder tearing through these houses. Is TaToH actually making more houses? Yeah, he's trying to make houses, but with him being so housed like this, it's kind of awkward, and he might end up losing a bunch. On the right side, down she goes. That whole army there just getting cut to bits, and suddenly the army count looks very similar. 50 military for 8th Wonder, 52 for TaToH. A great comeback for 8th Wonder at the moment. Really hoovering up that gold as best he can, looking for more gold where he can find it, but so far, no dice. But at the moment, he still has that huge upgrade advantage, an additional 4 attack on his Eagles. And so if he fights 8th Wonder, if he fights TaToH head-to-head, toe-to-toe, he's going to have this huge advantage. And now 9+6 now versus 9+2, it's a big difference. And for some reason, 8th Wonder here going back, I think he was patrolling. He will lose a few villas on this stone. But this is looking really good for 8th Wonder here. Oh dear, though. Treb's on the front, going to go down. That's really wasteful. 2 trebuchets lost. That's 400 gold, 400 wood, 600 gold, 600 wood now with that third one falling. And Blast Furnace coming in for both of them on the right side. 8th Wonder going to fight here. He's going to have a huge advantage, like we said already. That extra 4 attack really helping him out. He's also got Blast Furnace on the way faster as well. And he just massacred that army from TaToH. No Sweaterino. And 21 military now for TaToH. 48 for 8th Wonder as he comes in. And TaToH calls GG. Wow. There you have it, guys. 8th Wonder making the impossible possible. What looked like a terrible, horrific situation for him at the start of that game. Doesn't matter. He doesn't care. He turned it around anyway. And TaToH there getting blasted in the face with those elite Eagles. That Garland War upgrade was the clincher for 8th Wonder in that game. Not only that, but of course the economy for 8th Wonder was a lot stronger for the majority of that game as well. But that's the thing. TaToH here had 1 castle. 8th Wonder had 1 castle. And if TaToH had not lost that castle and got Garland Wars, it would have been an even fight. But since 8th Wonder had an extra 4 attack, he was able to clean that army up so easily. That 4 attack on each eagle adds up to a whole lot of extra damage, and an easy win there. So well played. It's going to be a very quick victory for 8th Wonder there, and it's kind of surprising in a sense that he would be so dominant in this set. Like I said, I expected 8th Wonder to have the edge, but the thing that gets me here is that TaToH drew against Riot. TaToH went 2-2 against Riot, and 8th Wonder went 0-3 against Riot. He lost very, very badly to Riot. 8th Wonder did tie against the Viper, but to go 3-0 against TaToH is quite a unexpected result, I think. And I really expected TaToH to at least get 1. I just expect him to get 1 win at the very least, but it didn't happen. It did not happen. And 8th Wonder going to come out of that victorious. He's going to get that point. And I tell you what we'll do now is we'll update the league table to show you the latest standings and show you